Every time that your sales rep types the same text message or the same email from scratch or the same little snippet from scratch, they're wasting time on messaging because they can template it. One rep writes a great follow-up, another rep writes something that sounds like a robot. Maybe we want to use templates to standardize things across our account with pre-written messages. Personalized with merge fields or the contact custom fields, consistent every single time, just a couple clicks to send. Templates in SendBlue are going to be great for email and for SMS, but if you're using a SendBlue and sending iMessages, you're going to want to build your templates inside of SendBlue's template builder. Templates inside of SendBlue can also be just regular text messages, but they can also be videos or voice messages. High resolution videos that play inline and look like a real person's texting them. Or you can send text message effects like confetti or fireworks when the deal closes. Imagine your lead gets a follow-up text from you and confetti fills up their entire phone screen. That's a good dopamine hit. That doesn't look like any text they've received from a business before. That's a response you're going to get. That's engagement that you cannot get from green SMS, and you're not going to look like every other business that's using green SMS. So you can combine SendBlue templates with Close CRM Smart Views. You open up your 3-day ghost bucket and you click on the SendBlue Chrome extension and you send them a little Mr. Bean's Giphy video where he's checking his watch, waiting for a reply. Because when your lead gets something that looks like that, they're going to feel like a real person took time out of their day to send the message, and that's going to get a response at a much, much higher rate. Response rates on Blue iMessage are double to triple that of green A2P SMS. So if you want to see how SendBlue templates work, then there's going to be a link in the description where you can give me your information. I'll send you a text, probably with the SendBlue automation, and we can talk about your business and if iMessage is going to make sense for you. And we'll see here across the top, we've got email, SMS, and snippets. Now, if you are using SendBlue, your text templates will live inside of SendBlue. Let me show you what that looks like real quick. I'm in a lead profile inside of Close CRM. I click the little text button on the profile, the SendBlue Chrome extension, and then I can click this template icon to pull up a template and very easily populate messages to send from SendBlue. Now, if you're using Close CRM for your template builder, email templates, SMS templates, you build them pretty much the same exact way. You know the difference between the email and an SMS. When you do create your template, I recommend you provide naming conventions to said template. If I go into my templates inside of my SendBlue account here and I look at templates, so I search for my API ones. I showed this in the workflow video, but we have a 9-step workflow. And instead of naming each email something that has to do with the email, it makes a lot more sense to just go free API 1, free API 2, free API 3, free API 4, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Then when you're building your workflow, that will become much easier. When you're searching for the workflows, it'll become much easier as well. It's because Close CRM doesn't offer any folders for your templates yet. So building a template, just like any other template builder, you want to name it correctly. Number 1, then you want to do your subject line. And I always recommend you go with the contact first name. And that's because if you remember back all the way in the leads versus contacts video, they are different depending on how you build your account. But I find that almost never, I've actually never seen it, is someone using lead display name or lead name. If you're addressing someone, you always want to use, hey, contact first name. So maybe that could be your subject line here. It's a pretty lame subject line. This is not a course on copywriting. We could copy this right down in here. Call me back at, and we want to make these email templates scalable and usable for our whole organization. So we want to write them with that in mind. I want to toggle on share with organization, and I want to do call me back at, and instead of typing in my phone number here, I can do call me back at, and I can do user from phone. Boom. Call me back at here. Love. I don't know about you guys. I sign all my emails off with love. And instead of saying love Sam, I can say love user from name. Now, if I shared this with my organization and I saved this email template, anyone on my team could use this email template and it will populate with their information for said lead because I use template tags properly. Goes the same with your SMS templates. You write them the same way, name it correctly, SMS1. Make sure you use naming conventions if you want things to be in a certain way. Note, only shared templates are available for use in workflows. Yep, if you want to use something in a workflow, you absolutely need to have this toggled on. And same thing, you can do, hey, insert a template tag, contact first name, etc., etc., etc. A snippet, what is that? It's not an email template. It's not an SMS template. It's a snippet. How do you do a snippet? Snippet 1, body 1, write your little snippet, share with organization. Now, when someone is messaging a lead, you can do the / command here, and you can actually type out the short code for whatever you made the snippet. And now I'm forgetting. Now, if I go to leave a note, I can do / type in testing snippet, and it'll populate that text for me. So snippets are used maybe in a text, maybe in an email, maybe in a note. Maybe you want to give yourself a framework on how to leave notes. You can create a snippet. That way, when you just type in, say, let me go to settings, you go back down to templates and snippets, you can name this framework notes, and then it was, I don't know, maybe I want to know discovery, pain, goals, etc., share with organization so everyone can use it. Now, when I'm back on that lead profile and I'm taking notes and I'm on my call, I can do my little snippet and boom, I can start to fill in the information here. Pretty straightforward. In order to build your workflows with text steps or with email steps, you need to build your templates first. If you haven't onboarded any sales reps yet, build your templates before you onboard any sales reps. It's going to save them a lot of time and they're going to start communicating the way you want them to when they start. Build your templates probably before you onboard a single rep, because when a new rep starts, they should have every template they need ready to go. It's going to make onboarding a lot easier. It's going to make their job a lot easier. They're going to save a lot of clicks, a lot of keystrokes. That's part of the system that you're responsible for building. If you haven't already converted on your Close CRM trial, sign up using my link. I'll give you my free sales rep enablement guide so your sales reps can help onboard themselves. That's a thank you from me to you for supporting my channel. Or if you want me to just build your CRM for you, me, Sam Queen, Close Doctor, I will do that. Give me your name, email, phone number on the link in the description. I'll send you a text. We can talk to each other. I can build it. Done for you. Next video, we're going to talk about the dialer. This is where your reps can go from 50 calls a day to 400 calls a day. Click on it now.